right, so it's just going to be a simple stand pivot transfer with a rolling walker. We will dictate exactly what that means, so use a rolling walker. We'll tell you that. I'm going to say get from the wheelchair in this position, the starting position, to the mat table and back. So both ways is necessary for the full grade. All right, so again, I'll explain myself. Chad, my name's Dan. I'm going to put this gait belt on you, and we're going to stand up from your wheelchair and just pivot on over to the mat table or to the bed, whatever you want to call it. Is that all right if we do that? Okay. So I'm going to put this around you. If you don't mind, leaning forward, lifting your hands up, however you want to cue them. Just kind of let them know what you're doing with this gait belt. You might ask, is this too tight? Keep it around the belly button. A little lower, a little higher is okay, but I don't want it up here. In our scenario, there's no J tubes or anything like that. Around the belly button area is perfect. Locked through both ways, excess belt tucked in. Again, look at the situation. You might get that chair closer. Chad's able-bodied, but if he weren't, we'd want to be as close as we can, so if this person started to fall, we have an easy route to catch them and set them down. I'll take the leg rest off, that's key. When I set them aside, want them out of the way. You know, you can put them wherever you feel fit, but don't put them here because then they're going to trip over them. All right. So Chad, what we're going to do is use this walker to get up. I'm assuming you've never used a walker before in this scenario. I might not say that to him, but in this case, that's what we're assuming. So, so the way I like this to work is if you can, please, both hands are actively strong, push up with the right hand from the seat itself. The other hand, you have one of two options. You can also push up with that hand, so you're pushing up with two hands, or theoretically you could keep one hand on the walker. What I don't want you to do is pull from the walker. So, take that right hand, if you can, push up. Let's in this case say we're going to keep the hand on the walker. It's not going to help me if I stand in front of him, is it? So, let's get behind you. Thankfully, we have a fairly clear pathway, sort of. All right, we're going to do our best here. All right, I'll set you up well for the exam. I'll put it this way. All right, on the count of three, let's go ahead, lean forward and stand up. 1, 2, 3. And Chad, let's move this wheelchair. If you can, pivot on over, please. Turn back up a little bit. Make sure you can feel that on the back of your legs. Please reach behind with your right hand. See if you can feel that and lower yourself down slowly. My ergonomics are good. Thankfully, Chad is in a safe position. All right, we're going to go back. We can do the same thing. If you can, please take one hand to push up from the surface itself. Keep the other hand there. On the count of three, we're going to push up and stand. 1, 2, 3. Let's go ahead and pivot on over until you can feel the back of your legs on the wheelchair. Reach behind if you can with that arm and lower yourself down slowly. That's perfect. I didn't injure myself. Chad was okay. What wasn't great was how I had to kind of squeeze in between here. It was safe. I could have done it, but I'll probably make it a little more simple on the test and not have anything in the way. Ideally, with the stand pivot, you're going to want to be behind the patient, not in front, because then you're going to be dealing with the walker. You're going to be behind the patient and do that transfer. All right, we can pause.